welcome on into another episode of Free NHL Picks with Terry. I am Terry and ready to break down today's NHL slate. Only 2 games today to go over, so I will go over those, and then at the end, a little bit of an announcement about the something that's going to be happening on the show going forward, starting on the next show, which will be Monday. So I will get to that little announcement at the end of the show. Boom, baby. How's it going, IceX? Welcome in. Morning, Terry. Morning, Tim. Tim sent me some tragic NFL news. His favorite quarterback has decided to retire. So Tim is a little bit devastated that his favorite quarterback will no longer be playing in the NFL. But that same quarterback said the same thing last year, ended up returning. So it won't surprise me if we see a return from the GOAT. Earl Sports Bets, hello there. Hello, Nick. Best bet, the Hurricanes. Oh, great. Well, we'll get to that game shortly. I'm so sad. Party face. Yeah, you seem kind of sad. But we'll get to the announcement at the end of the show. Let's start with the first game, and that is Boston and Toronto. You can get Boston minus 118 to minus 125. Toronto plus 100 to plus 106. 5.5s and 6s in this one. This one's a tough game for me from a side perspective. Boston has lost 3 in a row for the first time this year. It was the first time they lost 2 in a row and 3 in a row. So they've lost 3 games in a row, coming in here against their division rival in the Maple Leafs. Toronto, an underdog at home. That is very appealing to me with how they played at home this year. But I think the best way to go in this game is to go for the big plus money, and that's take the draw, which you can get plus 320 to plus 350, depending on which books you have access to. Both meetings this year have been 1-goal games. Neither of them went to overtime, but Toronto's gone to overtime in 2 of their last 5. Boston, 1 of their last 5. I think Boston's going to be hungry to get the win here. Toronto should be able to play a good game and keep this game close. The only thing that worries me is maybe one of these teams are looking to the All-Star break and decides to take the game off. If that happens, then obviously there will not be any draw. But if both teams come to play, which I believe they will, especially against division rivals, I think this is a good draw spot for the big plus money in this one. Hey, Terry. Hey, Crystal. How's it going? Brady to return and play week 1 is plus 900 on Bet Online. Yeah, he retired last year. He came back. We'll see what happens. He was probably just so tired of the, are you going to retire? Are you going to retire? Are you going to retire? He just said, yeah, I'm retiring. And then we'll see what he decides to do when the NFL season returns. Maple Leafs money line, says Tim. All right. Bruins suck, says the Boston fan. And he's joking, obviously. Under, Nick says. Yesterday, all 3 games soared over. I was tempted to jump on both overs today, but because of that, I could see this game. I could see this game going under because everybody's going to want to take the overs because of yesterday. This game probably goes under. I want to take a shot at Maple Leafs to win the Atlantic at plus 1,200. I don't know, Tim. Yes, Boston's lost 3 in a row, but I don't think they're going to go into a tailspin. But we'll see. Can't pick a side of Boston Leafs, but Leafs usually show up for the better teams. Yeah, I was kind of the same way, and that's why I went with the draw. So as long as it's tied at the end, I don't care who wins, and I'll cash a nice plus 300 and something. Bruins minus 1.5. I hope not. But we'll move on along to the final game of the night. Yes, it's a small card, obviously with the All-Star break happening here. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Buffalo Sabres. Carolina minus 137 to minus 149. Buffalo plus 114 to plus 120. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Carolina minus 1.5 was my premium play yesterday. And of course, the Hurricanes decided not to show up in the second period, but they decided to show up in the third period, got it to overtime, and got the win against LA. Now they're playing the next day, the day before an All-Star break, on a back-to-back on the road against a team that's been off for 4 days, rested, and probably a little upset that their winning streak ended against Minnesota. But Buffalo should not feel bad. Minnesota wins on Hockey Day, Minnesota, every year, basically. So it was not Buffalo's game. This one, though, I think this is Buffalo's game. I like Buffalo here in this spot. Carolina coming back. The back-to-back before an All-Star break after a big comeback win yesterday. I think this young Sabres team will be hungry and ready to go. And I like the Sabres here at plus money. I've had a good read with the Sabres this year for whatever reason. When they win, when they lose, I've had a really good read on them. And I hope it continues today, the last day before the All-Star break. IceX likes Hurricanes minus 1.5. All right. Sabres money line with an from Nick. Not happy to be going on the Sabres money line, I guess, but he is what he is. He's doing what he's doing. Sabres bounce back after a fluky loss. Yeah, fluky is not the word I would use. They never stood a chance. It was Hockey Day, Minnesota. Go Sabres. Canes in a bad spot, which is 100% true. 3 games in 4 days. Big overtime comeback yesterday, and then they had to travel. Sabres will be motivated today if they win. They sit in the second wildcard spot for the All-Star break. Oh, that's interesting. Sabres aren't sad about the wild game. 7 points in 4 games is a great trip. It is. It is for sure. Swear to God, BS losses for me. LOL. All right. And that is today's slate. Let me go back to this screen here. So I got a comment, a message and a comment, kind of basically about the same thing here. And that's something we used to do when there was a bunch of people on the show with me every day, was the best bet standings. And that was something different that we did that maybe other shows don't. So starting Monday, the best bet leaderboard will be back, and I'm opening it to everybody. So anybody that is watching the show, once we get to the certain point in the show when we're done the last game, you can type your best bet in the comments and submit your best bet, and you'll be on the record. So we'll go over the I don't know if we'll go over the record every day, if it'll be updated every day or not. We'll have to see, because that ended up being a lot of work. And now that I'm opening it up to everybody, it might just be every other day or something where I update the leaderboard and we look at it and stuff. But yeah, opening up best bets to everybody. So everybody will be able to put your best bet. Either you can message me on Twitter before the show. You can put your best bet in the chat, in the comments on the YouTube. And we'll have a leaderboard and we'll have a little bit of friendly competition each day. But yeah, somebody messaged me and said it was something good that the show did that we're no longer doing. So I'm going to bring it back. So everybody get ready to rumble starting Monday. Competitions, yes. There won't be any money or anything involved. It'll just basically be who's the best of the best. And we'll see. What we'll do is we'll kind of do exactly how we did before. Minus 150 odds or better. I'll let people go up to minus 150. Nothing past that. And it'll be ranked by unit size. So it's 1 unit on whatever the odds are. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Tim's best bet is Skinner anytime goal to score a goal against his former team. Obviously, this won't count for the leaderboard because we're going to start up Monday after the All-Star break. Best bet for Ice X is Canes -1.5. And I don't know, when I put in best bets, they get jinxed. Yes. Well, that happened in the past. But hey, it's all new now. This time, obviously, I'm going to be the only one on the show, so that'll be a little bit different. It'll be a little bit different. Darn it, Nick. And Kev Cook says, let's go, Terry. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, too. And that is the show. So basically, for me today, the draw in Toronto, Boston, Buffalo Sabres money line, 2+ money plays. And then the best bet leaderboard will be starting Monday. So everyone get your best bets ready. And we will see you again on Monday for another free pick video, NHL picks. Best of luck, guys.